Hey folks, I'm here with the one, the only, the legendary Larry O'Connor, straight from Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
You know, one of the safest, most kind places to live here in the good old US of A.
It really is. It's America's heartland.
It really
the District
is.
of Columbia.
People wear their hearts on their sleeves, and the barbed wire keeps all the good people out. So, you know, really grateful to have him here. We were on stage earlier today.
Yeah, that was a
CPAC,
blast, man.
Talking about big tech and healthcare.
Let me tell you something. Let me jump in.
You do it. Hey, you're the professional. I'm the schlub.
I've done panels on the stage at CPAC a lot, and I watched a lot of panels on CPAC. And a lot of times when you have a panel about big tech encroachments, about social media and the importance of it and health and the stuff that we were talking about, there's not a big response from the crowd. You guys had them on fire. You really did. I mean, they were so excited about what you had to say, and they were recognizing we're all living through this sort of authoritarian atmosphere where you can't do or say what you feel or want, you know.
It's almost as if you wake up and you go, is this a nightmare?
Yeah.
You're like, oh wait, no, I'm actually awake.
An Orwellian nightmare. It really is.
It's absolutely insane. I think we're at a definite crossroads of our country where do we continue to put up with this?
Right.
Or at what point are we going to say, okay, something really needs to change?
Yeah.
I was sitting here yesterday with Congressman Andy Biggs, and who's actually my congressman, and I know him, and I just said, hey, you know, question for you. If the Republicans take back the House and the Senate, is it going to continue to be status quo where you guys just capitulate to the Democrats on everything?
Right.
Or are you guys actually going to start fighting back, holding people accountable, sending people to jail?
Right. Yeah, no, that they got to tell us what they're running for, right? And what they're going to do when they win. Michael Malice, I think, calls the Republicans basically socialists at a slower speed. Exactly. You know, it's like they're still going along, they're just going to keep it a little slow. And I think people are craving some radical change and radical difference. I mean, and that's why, especially when it comes to things like the big tech world censoring us and keeping us from being able to, not just be able to say what we want, be able to hear and read the kind of information that we want to hear from publications and from politicians.
You know what I want? It's very simple.
Yeah.
One word. Accountability.
Oh, God. Yeah.
What a concept.
Nobody ever gets held accountable for their actions. Unless they're a Republican.
If they have a D after their name.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Clinton
That's
after
right.
their name.
That's right.
You know?
Exactly.
I mean, nobody is held accountable on the Democrat side. I mean, I know there's good Democrats out there. That's great. But those that are openly breaking the law, or having, you know, Chinese spy girlfriends while gassing it up on air. That's bad.
Who could you be talking about?
I don't know, Eric.
Google that.
Yeah. You know, it's just amazing. Like Russia collusion. Nobody went to jail for that.
Nobody.
I mean, Hunter Biden, he's still walking around sniffing it up.
Go back to Hillary and the emails, for God's sake. And who was the person who made the call? Yeah, it doesn't rise to the level of a felony. Is James Comey, the guy who was at that moment creating the Russian collusion hoax.
If I just did one of the things that Hillary Clinton did, I'd be in Club Fed for 30 years.
That's correct.
Server in the basement, killing all her friends. I mean,
allegedly.
Allegedly. But I don't know. It's just amazing to see the world that we live in. I mean, 2022, I call it the year of the lie, where lies have now become truth. I mean, everything is being redefined.
Redefined, yes.
Recession has a new definition now.
Yeah.
You know, failure is the new success. What the hell's happening?
Vaccine is, you know, vaccine used to mean you shoot this substance into your arm and it will protect you from infection. Now it's shoot this substance in the arm and it'll protect you from unemployment. You know, you shoot this in your arm or you'll lose your job. That's not really what a vaccine is supposed to be.
Or you won't lose your liberal friends.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Or family members.
That might be okay, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's we just live in a bizarro world right now.
So let me ask you, because this is, I love it. I'm just so used to interviewing people. It's weird for me to be interviewed.
This is a dialogue.
All right. You know, Facebook and Twitter and others, Instagram, whatever. It sucks because of the ownership and because they're censoring people and they're deleting people and suspending people. But you do have both sides of the political conversation engaged.
Sure.
Do you worry with FreeSpace that it just becomes a one-sided conversation?
Absolutely.
That it's like, oh, that's just the conservative social media thing. Because you don't want that, right?
No.
You want all voices to be there.
Okay, so it was asking me yesterday, okay, you guys are coming out at CPAC. Does that mean that you're a conservative platform? No, we're not. Are we owned and operated by conservatives? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like, but are we going to show up at Democrat events if they'll have us?
Right.
Yeah, we'll definitely be there.
Here's the sad irony. You just said you want all voices to be there. You want Republicans, you want Democrats, you want Libertarians, you want social. Whoever wants to be a part of FreeSpace, your voice is welcome. Unless you're profane and do anything illegal, you won't be said, right?
Correct.
Profane maybe not be the right word. Pornography, right?
Yeah, if you're a perv.
Right. Thank you. We don't want pervs, right?
Yeah.
That what you just articulated is a conservative position now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Isn't that weird?
It's like you're not trying to be conservative, but they have made that conservative. Well, listen, I'll take it.
You know, the way I look at it is freedom is for everybody, whether they want it or not. And there is a concerted effort to eliminate freedom from a certain side of the aisle.
There sure is.
But we still want to provide that platform, and that's why we launched it. I mean, we don't want to be an echo chamber. I mean, echo chamber platforms are boring.
Yeah.
You know, we want there to be debate.
Absolutely.
We want there to be some fire and some spice. But in order for that to happen, we have to let the other side know, hey, this is for you too. You can make money here too. You can grow your brand here too. This isn't just for right-wing conservatives.
And you said something today. You said we're a platform, we're not a publisher. And the other guys will say that too, but they don't act that way. No. I mean, they literally have an editorial perspective. They are publishers. It's ridiculous what they've done. So, I mean, I downloaded the app today. I'm very excited, and I'm already building my following, and it's going to be a blast over on FreeSpace.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you on here. Larry, thank you so much for being here. Travel home safe.
You. I will. We're heading back now.
We'll see you
Come
soon.
visit us in D.C. It's not that bad. Come on. Actually, it is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Go to D.C. for the food, stay because you got murdered.
And the talk radio. Wait a minute.
All right, thanks everyone. Have a good day.